J-Mag, if the game is on the line Sunday, and you got, okay, we are going back there. J-Mag, if the game is on the line Sunday, do you have more trust in Jayden Daniels or Jalen Hurts to engineer that kind of Matty Ice-esque game-winning drive to win the NFC Championship?
I'm going with Jayden Daniels on this one. And we've seen it time after time. I don't care that he's only a rookie. We've continued to watch this guy show up in the biggest moments. And we've watched Saquon Barkley be the guy for the Philadelphia Eagles this season. So if there's one play, there's one drive, I'm going with Jayden Daniels, and I don't have a second thought about it.
Well, I mean, I think everyone feels that way. In fact, we sort of went around the horn and we all answered the question that way. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Jayden Daniels' team is going to win. Let's, for the first time this week, actually pick these games, and we'll dive into it a little bit. The Commanders are a 6-point underdog at Philadelphia in the NFC Championship game. For the record, they were an 8.5-point underdog in Detroit a week ago. So this would be a lesser upset than that was. Harry, I see the Commanders logo under your name. How do they win?
Number one, I believe in Jayden Daniels. And I also believe that the tempo that they run is going to be at the betterment for the Commanders in their offense. Dan Quinn, man, living in Atlanta, being around him when he was in Atlanta as the head coach and he made a Super Bowl, your second time around, man, you learn from your previous mistakes. And I just have a feeling that Dan Quinn is going to help put these guys in positions to be successful. But at the end of the day, it's going to be Jayden Daniels who's at the forefront of everything.
Danny, why do you like the Eagles in this game? Do we expect, is this going to be a Saquon game? Is this going to be a defense dominates it? How do the Eagles win?
I think it's a Saquon game and a defense game. Absolutely. Number one, I believe in this run game, and I believe in the ability to do whatever it wants in the run game on a consistent basis. And I understand the Jalen Hurts injury does have a factor in this. Number two, Vic Fangio also is a phenomenal defensive mind, all-time defensive mind in our league. And while Dan Quinn is great, so is Vic Fangio. I think Jalen Carter has ascended into the conversation of one of the great defensive linemen in this league. And it seems like he's got that Chris Jones gene where, hey, big game, I'm going to show up. Big moment in a big game, I'm going to go make that play. And I think because of the talent on the overall roster, I think Jayden and them keep it close. Philadelphia is too good, and this feels like a season that matters too much.
Yeah, I would agree. And I would say on the Jalen Carter, pay attention with him and Nolan Smith on the same side.
It's night-night.
Those guys, they played together in college. Obviously, the communication that they have, that big play had a lot to do with Jalen Carter, the smarts of setting up, making it look like a game, and then coming back. I think this game comes down to your point. Saquon Barkley has a good game, but I think it comes down to Jalen Hurts making 2 to 3 plays in the game with his arm that are the separator.
This game's going to come down to fourth down. It's going to come down to fourth down.
Nobody's converted more fourth downs than the Commanders.
Washington is going to
9.
Yeah. It came down to it last week. It was still a game.
Sirianni is going to go for it.
Shefty, of course, as an insider and a reporter, not making picks, but what do you have your eye on? What to you is the most interesting storyline in this that will, in your opinion, will decide who winds up winning?
Can Jayden Daniels overcome the vaunted Philadelphia Eagles team?
Yeah.
That's it. Can one guy rise up and take down a team that looks to be better, that is positioned to succeed, that's hosting, I think, its 6th conference championship game since 2000? This has been a dominant run over a couple of decades for the Eagles. And here is a franchise that has been in the trash, that has been irrelevant, that has been a joke around the National Football League, and this one guy has elevated it all.
All right, so
how's it going, everybody? Villa Sports Network here. Just want to thank you guys for your support on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Also want to kind of remind you to don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on the video if you like as well. But regardless of the fact, thank you again for your support, and hope to see you on the next video.